thing. Hi, folks. Hey, sorry, I'm dealing with somebody on eBay. So, hi, I'm Trina of Trina's Technobabble, and I had a really small little mark for a bit.
I'm only small. I'm not small anymore.
There we go. Hi. So, yeah. Hi. Okay. Sorry, dealing with two things at the same time. Not braining. So, before I start the stream, let's talk about my new channel sponsor, which is Joe's Computer Museum.
Hey!
Hey, look at that. I'll even chuck up a Lickamadoodle. Hi, I'm coming back for a sec. There's the website. So what is Joe's Computer Museum? JCM-1.com. Basically, think of it as Amazon, but for your retro computer needs. You have an old SCSI drive that sounds like it's about to take off when you boot, you turn on like a Quadro 650. Hi, Mark. Go buy a blue SCSI. They're quieter. It's more dependable. Or can I get, if you want, you can get either an external. I'm going to type it in here. There we go. Blue SCSI. Look at that.
Oh, wait. You mean one of these? I've got all the
There
parts ready.
Boom, boom, boom. You can also get blue SCSI mice pads. Ooh. I'm seeing what else is in here now. I haven't looked. Get a version 2. Just, yeah, that's all. Some people are still finding the version 1. Don't bother. You can also get a blue SCSI mug. Wow, I'm just going through. There you go. I have one of these. I have the external that I use. I also have an internal in my Quadro 650, which looks like one of these bad boys. Oh, that's for PowerBook. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Desktop. There you go. So, yeah. Also, if you click on shop, you will see all these lovely people who have traded things, such as Ron's computer videos, Rudy's Retro Intel. Want to know what's wrong with your Macintosh SE30? Pick up a Peeker board. You have to do the assembly yourself, but get a soldering kit. Learn how to solder at the same time.
Because if you're restoring an SE30, you'll probably need to know.
Exactly, yeah. And also with this, like, it's an amazing product. I can't recommend it enough. So yeah. But yes, JCM-1.com, Joe's Computer Museum. That's the sponsor of today's channel. Go check them out. Link is in the description. So, okay. I need to deal with this guy. Bear with me one sec. I'm going to try one more time. The guy bought a video card from me, claims it doesn't work, sent it back. I have offered him a partial refund. He's accepted the partial refund. However, eBay being eBay, they only want me to do a full refund, and I can't do a partial refund through what I want to do. So I'm trying to see. He canceled the refund request. There we go. Hey, look at that. It did work this time. Sweet. Okay. It just took a second to do that. Okay. So bear with me one sec. The fun of owning your own business while streaming, because I just want to get this guy done and dealt with at this point. Blah, blah, blah. Fire. Yeah, the fun of owning your own business. I just want this done and dealt with. So blah, refund now. There we go. Cool. We're done. Okay, I'm gonna send him a message right now. Okay, the refund.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry, folks. All right, let's see who's on the chat. We got Dave of Dave's Vintage Apple Tech. We got the wonderful CDI. Let me see, CDI. Hey, Stinkerton, hi. Hello, hello. We got Carrie. Hey, Carrie. Matthew. Hey, Matthew. Hey, Vivi. Welcome. Now the stream loads. Thank you, too. It's Carrie again. In the lab. Nice. Nice. So, let's talk about my desktop. The other day, when I was sweating parts off that I didn't know I could sweat off, I now have an AC unit, by the way. Let me show you. We're going to kind of do, I'm going to make myself big to do this. I now have, my AC unit is over there behind the monitor. So, yay! And now it's cooled down, by the way. So, it's not as bad here. But the other day I was like, I'm going to list some laptops, and while I sit here and literally type on my keyboard and sweat, and I'm like, I'm going to test a hard drive. So I connected the hard drive, change my camera, to my desktop. This desktop. That's been working fine. Ignore kind of the some of the stickers on the front might be still use. I got this from when I worked at Sync Kids. Great. It was better than what I had. I had an i5 2nd gen, and this is like an i7 4th gen. So I'm like, hey, this is an upgrade. So I talked to my boss, and I'm like, if I take the drives out, can I take it home? And he's like, yeah. And it's been running fine. And then I connect it. Let me grab the drive. This little drive, little hard drive, laptop hard drive. And I press the power button, which is under this door. Right there. And the fan spun for about a second or two, and then it stopped. And I'm like, well, that's weird, because it was working last time I turned it on. So I'm like, okay, you got a virus. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. And it is plugged in. Ha ha. Oh, and ha, Carrie, love it. So. Yeah, it's a 2.5 inch. Yeah, I just got them out of some laptops I picked up, the Apple laptops I picked up. So I was like, okay, I'm going to test these. But yeah, so the fan spun for like a second or two, turned off, and I'm like, that's not right. I pressed the power button again, no life at all from the fan. I turned off and on the power supply. Things light up inside, and I'll show you that in a sec. And now the fan doesn't spin at all. So it might be the power supply, and I do have a test power supply to confirm if it is. But yeah, let's see if I can get this up high enough. Hi, folks. I also got this new. Wow, that's really bright. Sorry, folks. Let me turn this off for a second. Oh, that's not happy sounding back.
It's grumpy.
It is kind of grumpy, yeah. I also got this new little ring light that's plugged into my USB, so I can have it when I'm doing soldering over there on my desk. But I rotated it around so I could shine it down at the. So that's the hotspot that's on the monitor. Also, got the monitor for free. Haha. So, I'm going to turn this off for a sec, see if we can see inside this thing. Maybe. So as you can see there's a green light lit up. There's a couple others, so yeah. Now, the funny part is if I turn this power supply off and turn it back on. So keep an eye on that green light. Be funny if this thing just turned on after I power cycle it. All right, I just gotta move a few things out of my way. Because I've also, when I was setting up my AC unit, I found things I totally forgot I had, like a laptop.
Make your sanity. Oh, no, wait.
Oh, God, that's been gone forever. Okay, so keep an eye. Keep an eye on the green. I'm going to turn off the power supply. Boop. So the lights go off. And then we're going to turn it back on. Lights come on. And then I press the power button. And the fan spun again for like a few seconds. And then it turned off. I'll actually turn this light on. So, yeah. It don't do anything. I was asked, by the way, by somebody being a very smarty pants, if I try testing the memory. Yeah, right. So, what do we think? Solder in the dark. If you smell chicken, you're drunk. What, me? Taste? What? Trina, it's not a ring light. Oh, it's a porn light? It's not a porn light. Talking about. So, I do have, let me grab it from the other bench.
CDI, if you say it's a loose nut on the keyboard.
Trina, I know what the issue is. All right, CDI, what is the issue?
And I swear, if he says it's a loose nut on the keyboard, I'm going to kick him out of chat.
I'm interested to see what CDI says the problem is, because this should be good. You subscribe to Norton. Yeah, no. So I do have, this is my test power supply. It's a 500 watt N-Tech power supply. See if I can get it so you can see it. And it works. It's a 80 plus bronze. I don't understand what the coloring means, but it works. So I am going to disconnect the power from the video cable, the main, and then the CPU power. And I'm going to plug this in because I just used this today to put the video card. That is really loud, by the way, Mark.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
It's right under the microphone.
Yeah.
That's why.
Fair enough.
It's unhappy.
All right, let's move the keyboard. Yeah, so this is a great power supply because it not only does it has everything I need. It has 2 6 plus 2 PCI power supplies. It does 20 or 24 main power. It does 4 8 CPU power. It has SATA and Molex. So yeah, it's just an overall great power supply for what I want. Okay, what does this require? That requires a single 8. Okay, so let's take it off the video card first. Put that up there so it doesn't get stuck in fans. I should have really moved this out from where it is, but I didn't because I'm like, I don't feel like moving it, and now I'm kind of regretting that idea. So for those of you in the chat, you can make fun of me for being lazy.
Hey, you're lazy.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry, I was just filling in for Joe. That's kind of the
Oh.
comment he tends to make.
Oh, good. I actually invited Joe today, but I've not heard back from him. He might be busy working today. All right, I need to get some
Busy coming up
cables.
with more merchandise for jcm-1.com.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. My first thought is a shot like I know loose screw. No, there's no loose screws rolling around in this. And again, it's been working fine up to yesterday. So, or Wednesday. But it's been too stupidly hot. And I was like, yeah, I'll deal with that later. And now it's cooled down. Yeah. So, I mean, I could have played with it yesterday, but I never called Trina lazy. Aw. Let me see here. Power supply ratings, yeah. Bronze is the worst. Silver, yeah. Obviously, yeah. I kind of figured that. All right, so I got the main 24 pin out. Okay, so it goes on the other side. Okay, we're gonna take up the 8 pin. It could just be also a dead board at this point. I don't know. Okay, so I have everything unplugged. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's just plug in. Let me untangle this power supply. Sorry, you can't really see what I'm doing, but I have the 24 pin power, main power, which is going to go one way or the other. I'm trying to figure out where the clip is. All right, there we go. So it goes this way. One way or another. Oh. Things are on my way. I can't see what I'm doing down there. Problem with this computer where it is that it's kind of dark. Seeing the board. All right, that's that. Let's plug in it requires 8 pin, so 2 4s, which I never keep together because I don't have any boards that require 8 pins. But
Okay.
I do now. All right, I need to shine some light in here. So, I need to shine some light, but the power supply is in the way. Oh, this is amazing. let me try the other one.
Ew. It's no wonder this thing's grumpy.
Why?
I just cleaned the RAM slots and the Q-tip came out black.
Well, yeah, let me do it. Okay, see if I can get one in. Come on, baby cakes. I can't see what I'm doing. Really? I know what I can do. I can put on my headset because there's a light on the end of it. Just seeing in the back of it is like a pain. I got like more lights on this thing than I know what to do with. All right.
Wow, that was
again.
grubby. Genki.
Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get the damn thing plugged in. I should have just taken the board out, maybe, but Trina's lazy. The clips are on the side. There we go. That's 1. That's 2. All right, so I have the 24 pin main power connected. I have the 8 pin CPU. I'm going to connect the 8 pin GPU, and we're going to see what happens. How does that sound?
It sounds like a plan.
All right, good. All right, so let's I don't know which way this goes. Hey, that sounds better
It
so
could
far.
still.
Oh, I know.
Well,
I'm just saying.
yeah,
That's why I said so far it sounds good. Hey, Emily. Welcome. Emily is doing this whole work thing. I say takes up too much of her time.
hi, Emily.
I'm trying to figure out which end is which on this. Yeah, this way it plugs in.
Ah! Who
Maybe I can
kicked
get the
you?
video because I can't get to the back of the computer to change it to onboard video. So yay! Come on, you. I hate these PCI things. I can't ever seem to get them. I am just gonna. Ah!
Here comes the swearing.
Nope, not gonna swear. I promise, I'm not gonna swear.
I'm not gonna fucking swear.
Yeah, right. There we go. Oh, shit balls.
You just swore.
Ah, I don't think shit balls is really a swear.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Where the heck did my other video with that?
Okay, there, that's. Ah, no. Stop. Stop. Okay, there we go.
Stop in the name of love.
All right, so we have. I say we, me. I have the. And I just muted myself. There we go. So I got the 8. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I got the 8-pin CPU, 24-pin main, and the 8-pin for the video card. And I'm going to unplug the cable from the back of the computer and bring it around. And we're going to plug it in here, this way. And I'm going to turn it on. Okay, I got green. I'm going to turn these lights off. We do have green lights again shining. If you can see them. Anyway,
Yeah,
look, there's one there. Kind of, it looks like a Bohr cube. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2. Actually, I'm going to show you the CPU fan. Let's bring it in. There we go. As close as I can. Maybe wire's in the way. Anyway, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Okay.
There's nothing. Hey, Jesse, welcome. Yeah, the power I'm pushing. If we come out here, and we come down here, and I open this up, it's really like a bad. You can't really see. There we go. So there's a power and a reset button. It don't turn on. Why don't it turn on?
It's dead, Jim.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. And Mark. Fuck. So it's not the power supply. Could be the board.
With a ball.
Could be the board.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I had my suspicions.
Yeah, you did mention about the board, but I mean, it has USB 3 and it's a nice. I got the case just because the case looked nice, and then also was a better. Unplug the power button. Yeah, I could do
or
that.
if you've got a reset button, use the reset button to turn it on with.
I'm gonna have to move this computer because I can't see there.
Can't see nothing.
I can't see a thing. Maybe. I gotta see where the front connector goes. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the arse. Oh, oh. So remember how I was asked if there's something in there? Yeah, a
The
bag
feet.
of a bag of MacBook Pro feet. I don't know
The
how that's
game is
not in there.
afoot.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Dr. Watson, the game is afoot.
Okay. So let's see if I can move this a bit. Oh, by the way, I need to thank Joe. So he went to buy his partner a mouse pad for Christmas, and he picked one that was a nice scene, blah blah blah. They sent him this one.
Nice.
This is
Tasteful.
the one that they sent. Yeah. So he did get his proper mouse pad, and Trina got a bit of a Christmas gift from him. Because I was like, I'll take that. Okay.
I like bunnies.
I need to find out what this stupid board is. It's an Asus. Oh, there we go. Asus. I need to take a photo of this because I'm gonna. I need to find my phone.
In 2 seconds.
Oh my, yeah. And hi, Frederick. Welcome.
Oh God! Ow.
Vivi, I will reply to you after the meeting. Okay, let me take a photo. So it's an Asus Z87-A board. With remote go? What the hell is remote go? Anybody? Anybody know what remote go is?
I don't know. It's such a long way away.
See, it says it. Oh, sorry if you can see that.
Remote
Why did
go.
it just change the thing? Anyway, see, it says remote go.
Does it actually say remote go, or does it say remote?
Here we go. See if I can keep it.
Go?
Oh, for fuck's sakes. See? Oh, for fuck's sake, stop.
No, because your
rotating.
camera's frozen.
Anyway, yeah, it says remote go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, weird. Anyway. All right, let's take a look at the. All right, I'm going to Google this. Asus. You are not watching me Google, but that's okay. Z. Oh, maybe
I
that's a
think-
B.
I think you deserve some privacy while you Google.
Especially on my computer. That's all I'm going to say. That's all we're going to say. Here we go. So it's an LGA 1150 motherboard, and I just found it on Amazon. I don't want to find it on Amazon. I want to find... really? That's so weird. Motherboard. I'm surprised it didn't come out. Usually the first linkamadoodle is to the Asus site. Why is the Asus site not... AB7. I'm going to double check that photo one more time. Oh, that's why, because I typed an A instead of a Z. This is why I don't
to
like
say it's probably because you've typed it in.
Yep.
But I didn't want to be that person. So you've typed it in wrong.
Yeah, well, I could have said that, because apparently Trina's a complete dumbass and doesn't know her Z from an A. So,
I told you.
hi, guys. Oh, and it's a Z87. I wasn't sure if it's ZB7. It's hard to tell.
The 87
that one,
definitely right.
the B and the 8 looks the same. So I'm looking at the manual now. I can share that. Let's not mute myself.
Why you know Scuzzy?
Oh,
It doesn't want to
Have-
Scuzzy.
yeah, it could be the drive. Have you tried your blue SCSI? Uh-huh.
That was the blue Scuzzy.
Oh, whoops. All right, so you can see what I'm doing. I am looking at the manual.
Text on it, looks
There
good.
we go. So the front panel is here. That's your speaker. Bet you that's the speaker. The 4-pin would be your speaker. Where does the power button go? Because that's all I want to remove at this point. And I'm going to try what Stinkerton said. And I got a little itty bitty flathead that I use to short circuit boards when I want to see what happens. Also, I want to see where the reset is. This is like memory, blah, 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 blah. Memory. Yeah, it's got it's a nice little board. Like I got 2 PCIe, 3 PCIe, 2 PCI, and a PCIe little mini one. It's a great little board. I hope it's not the board. All right, blah, 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 jumpers. There's the rear panel. Do I have onboard video on this? I do. Wow.
Yeah, if it's an Intel board, it will have onboard video.
I've had some newer Intels that don't. Okay, I got the power connected. I hope I got the power connected. Yeah, the fan spun for.
If it isn't, then that would explain an awful lot.
Yeah, but then I also technically, yeah, I mean it could, but it was connected before. So there we go. Front panel. That's what I want. Hard drive LED. So the power switch is there, and the reset switch is there. So I'm going to remove the reset switch first because I've actually had this on a computer where the reset switch was the bugger of it all. So I'm going to try removing the reset.
That's a good point. Yeah, if the reset switch sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
Just reset constantly.
Yeah, it could possibly be resetting all the time. Did you get all your shelving done? Oh, I think Dave's asking that to Frederick. Okay, so hi, I'm back. Okay, so let's go in here. You can't see what I'm going to be doing, so because there's cable. I got hard drives and all kinds of fun things here. Okay, I'm going to turn off the power for now. There we go. Light went off. I'm trying to see. That's the speaker. This is like going to be a pain in the friggin' patoot. I can see that now. What else is connected to this thing? Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right. I might just take off the speaker first. Okay, that's the, yeah, all right. Let's just take it. Fuck it. I'm going to swear at myself, by the way, for doing this, so. Oh, no. Haha, maybe I can. All right, let's take the reset switch off. Okay, that's the speaker. I'm going to remove the speaker for a sec. I'm probably going to swear at myself for doing that. Why is the speaker on backwards? It doesn't matter. All right, reset switch is off. I'm going to put the speaker back on, see if I get just so I can have. It drives me crazy when I get builds in that don't have system speakers put into them. Because, yeah, it's like, how are you supposed to know if the damn thing's working? Or what the issue is? All right. Let's try this again. I have power. No, I don't. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got power. 3. All right. 3, 2, 1. You'd be surprised. That's going to be funny if that's what the problem is. Fans are staying on, by the way. And I just got a beep. There you go. If you look, I got aces on the screen.
Wonky power switch.
So, no, it's not the power switch. Faulty
reset
switch.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. Oh, yeah. That's the. I also have a board to test SAS drives. So that's what that's coming up with. Cool. Okay. Yay. Hey, Goldie. Just as I join. Yeah, well, I still have to. So right now I have this power supply powering it. We're going to remove this power supply and reconnect the other one and see if it works. Just to make sure. Yeah. Sweet. Mine ranting about how. Right. Yeah, I didn't pick the case. I kind of like the case though. I don't have an issue with the case. Okay. We got the 24 pin, we got the 8 pin PCIe. I'm going to do the 8 pin CPU. Okay. Test power supply is coming out of the way. That is funny if that's all it was the reset switch. Effing things up. But again, I've had this before, so hey, that's what experience gives you.
Right,
And
hey.
by the way, I also okay, that's CPU. Okay, let's plug in the CPU since I have it in my hand. I also have yeah, that was nice. I don't know what I was gonna say, so I stopped mid-sentence. There we go. Oh, that sounds healthy.
I mean, it works, but it won't boot. It's
Oh
not
no.
detecting anything SCSI. So it's working,
Right,
but not
so
working.
let's plug. Put you there. Okay, let's plug in the 8 pin PCIe card power thingamadoodle. Which is always a pain in the batoot. I don't think anything. There. Hey, that went in easy, actually. Sweet. Okay. Let's plug in the 24 pin. Don't look at my cable management, by the way, because it sucks monkey balls.
I ain't saying nothing.
There you go.
Because mine's terrible as well.
I mean, it's a test bench, like it's a test power, bench power supply is what they call it. It's a test machine, so mostly test hard drives. So I'm not really worried about. No, it's not in. I had it in. Why aren't you going in? Put some lights on the subject. Why aren't you going in? You're on the right side. You're on the right side of history. Going in. Wow. Wow. The computer will not work without the 24 main power. Just to put that out there.
You sure? It's not Bluetooth.
Listen, I've had to argue with techs about 24 main about power. So, and I'm like, you work at a computer store and I don't. Why? Now comes the fun part of trying to remember how this plugs into the back. Because I can't see the back. Okay, let's move the camera back. Hi folks, you're getting a bunch of blind spots. I apologize. Let's see if I can move this out a bit more with my jank setup. Trying to figure out where the power supply goes. Fudge.
Dang it.
Hey! There we go. Okay, let's turn it back, find the switch. Okay, we have power to the board. We got the green light on the board is lit up. Move the light out of the way. Oh, you're still on. Okay, let's turn this off. Okay, let's give this a shot, shall we? 3, 2, 1. We got fan spinning. We got fan still spinning. It's doing a reset because for some reason I need to replace the CMOS battery in this. That's what I should do too. Because it doesn't hold the settings for some reason. Oh, CMOS.
Probably because it's 11 years old and it's dead.
Yeah. I just got a beep. And we got the ACES screen. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
It was just the reset switch. Well, that's easy. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
So,
Why
yeah,
you
so-
no scuzzy?
Judges you in cables. Thanks, Tinkerton. Love you too. Yeah, so I'm going to reset. I'm going to put a new CMOS battery in that.
I need a
Excuse me.
disc Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tinkerton said it was amazing how I pushed the power button on my PC and got the Mac chime.
Timing.
Because we pretty much powered them on at the same time, so.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, I
That was
didn't
good
say
timing.
anything. It's like, yeah, that's funny.
What is your question, CDI? I'll power this off for a sec. Hey, oh, hi, Starbuck Tech. I did not see you come in. Hi, what's up? So what's up? So no, hey, Rudy. Rudy, do you really want mem test? I can do mem test.
Well, you need seeing this computer's had a major fault. It would be very wise to mem test it.
Yeah, let's do a mem test. Why not? Sorry, folks. I have not seen folks coming in. Hey, Rudy. Let me see. So mem test. There's gonna be a mem test just for you, Rudy. Yes. Thankfully, they were not. Oh, Starbuck Tech. My computer stopped booting. My PC here stopped booting. It turns out it was the reset switch, which I don't use anyway. So, yeah, I don't care. Where two babies come from? Joe has not told me. I am reading the chat. Yeah, now that I'm sitting in front of my computer. Yeah, I am reading the chat. All right. F1 to run setup. Let's do that. Okay, so boot menu F8. I should be able to boot from my flash drive. There it is. Press enter. Ta-da! Because I got my flash drive plugged into one of my USB 3 ports, so it doesn't take as long to be seen.
Yeah. Get in the hole.
There we go. So it's an Intel Core i7 4770, 3.40 gigahertz with 24 gigs of RAM. No, 32. 4 8s or 32. Ta-da!
Math.
Math, hard.
Numbers. Oh.
And
numbers
yes,
are
Rudy,
hard.
I am reading the chat. Ha ha ha! But look what you got started. I'm not gonna let this run the entire. I'm not gonna do the entire stream watching this because 32 gigs is gonna take a while. Let me see. Still getting used to working UK hours. Yeah, I can imagine. So are you done now? Are you done now for the day, Starbuck Tech?
You should be.
Because
it's nearly 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but he works for he does hospital stuff. So typically 8 o'clock at night doesn't mean shit at a hospital.
True. Demand UK tea breaks.
You know what you
you've
should
got to have
demand?
at least 6 a day.
You know what you should demand? UK healthcare. Although maybe not. I've seen things. Done for the weekend. Oh, very nice. I've seen how well your healthcare system is run over there. Yeah.
I mean, it's fine, but completely over capacity, underfunded.
Mm-hmm.
Great deal
Yep,
of
yep.
other things I could spend a great deal of time complaining about. You know?
Yeah, people don't stop getting sick, hurt because it's a holiday late at night. Yeah, exactly. Weekend as well. Yeah, yeah. You guys have healthcare? Yeah, imagine. You're the only ones who want to profit off people's deaths. So figure that one out. Sweet. The computer works. Yay.
Well, I'm glad yours works.
Did you try
Mine doesn't
unplugging?
fucking work.
Did you try unplugging the reset button?
I can't. It's soldered to the motherboard just down in there.
Have you unsoldered? Have you unsoldered the?
Now the reset button works. It's fine.
Okay, but it just won't scuzzy.
It won't scuzzy, and I don't know why. It won't scuzzy on external or internal. I am confused.
Yeah.
I've done a PRAM reset. I've taken all the cards out. I reseated, cleaned the memory to stop it throwing sad max every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that was actually because one of the video RAM sims was loose, but I did that too. Yeah, I don't really understand why it's grumpy. It's being cantankerous.
Oh, sorry, Starbuck Tech. I thought you were working for the hospitals. He said, I work for a company that makes an app that helps people with their care. We just do bug fixes, password resets, etc. for the app. Gotcha. Would you know what the app is called, Mark, before Starbuck Tech answers?
No.
Okay. Starbuck Tech, what's the name of the app you support? Maybe Mark knows it if you said it. Are you getting any flashing from the internal blue SCSI?
Nope.
Huh.
Other than it flashing when it first powers on.
Yeah, but it doesn't keep flashing.
Nope.
That's weird. Rudy said Facebook. I don't think that's the name of the app.
That doesn't help people with care, trust me.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Quite the opposite, usually.
SMP is disabled. I don't know. Anyway. That's on the US side. I do all the onboarding for new employees. Oh, okay.
Let's go back to Planet. Number 1AA.
By the way, Starbuck Tech, can you tell them that Canada should become the 51st state so you can get me a fucking job? Because it says on the US side I do all the onboarding. So just say that we're the 51st state. Yeah, sure. Yay, USA. Woo! Boy, that's a loud hard drive.
It is. It's a whole 2,000 megabytes.
But is it booting from the drive?
No,
spinning up.
I'm just spinning the hard drive up to see if it's going to detect it and try and boot from it.
That's what I was wondering, if it was booting from the drive.
Because that's a happy Mac, and it reboots.
Yeah.
Well, why did it reboot? Well, maybe it says something.
Oh, I thought you rebooted it.
Hey! Whoa!
You should make yourself big and not the computer so we can see your little screen.
Where OBS. Webcam is big bench. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Can't see my head, but yeah, it's booting.
Yeah, so it is booting from
the
that
hard drive. That's weird.
And you have an image on your SD card, or?
Yeah. I went over the other side of the room over there and check my SD card was set up right, and it is. I guess the image that I'm using on the SD card isn't booting. Or if it is,
Mark,
it's not.
My Recovery is the app.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
I've vaguely heard of it. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never used it, but yeah, it's vaguely familiar. Oh no! File sharing could not be enabled. We only have one
So
small
it sees
problem
the
now.
drive. Do you have CDI is asking about term power?
Yes. The Blue SCSI was powered up and the terminations turned on, so the only other thing that's not good about it is I don't know whether that makes any difference. What I'll try doing is I can finagle this cable around. I can try and plug the Blue SCSI in there. Not while it's powered up, and I don't have a mouse. But
Easiest way to turn it off, just unplug it.
also, this Dell monitor hates the sync on green signal out of this computer. It's very, very green, but at least it works. Fingers. It's a very short SCSI cable because it's designed to go to a CD drive that doesn't exist. Put that napkin under there like that, stop it touching anything. Seriously. What I'm going to try doing is, I can't really do that without a mouse. I have an ADB mouse.
I'm calling in help, by the way.
Oh. I will. Well, it's still alive. That's a good start. Oh no. Oh no.
What's wrong?
Sad Mac.
Ah.
It's not a happy sound. Oh, I know why. That's a SCSI error. It's because I've got the termination turned on and it's in the middle of the chain and it's confused. Anyway, I think that's what it is. What I was going to say, I can't read it. See what's on the channel.
Hi. I'm watching you sending off the bat signal or the Blue SCSI signal. I'm trying to see if I can get Joe to jump in there.
It's still unhappy. I don't know what that means. Is it this that's making it unhappy? Does it not have enough power? I don't know. I don't know. I need some better insulation than that. There's an Amazon box going there. It is. Trying to make custom insulation.
I do the same thing. I have this envelope that I use to I put the drives on. I had to be careful because the other side has my shipping address. Let's not dox myself, shall we? It's weird it's not blinking.
It blinks when it first initializes, and I can get a log off the SD card, so the Blue SCSI booting up. It's starting up and reading the card and everything. But
yeah.
My suspicion is that the image on the card's not bootable.
That could be, yeah.
It's probably something daft like the system folder's not blessed or something. Oh!
Yeah, could be. Oh,
I just booted off the blue SCSI.
there you go. All you had to do was just swear it in enough.
And then threw a boss error. Yeah.
All right, Rudy, have a good one.
Hi, Rudy.
But Rudy, if you go back to work, you won't see the end of the mem test. How will you know?
Okay. Now I'm confused. So if I put that on there, turn the termination on, I disconnect the hard drive.
Oh, poopity poop.
This might boot. Or it might not. We shall see.
I don't know how Rudy's going to live with himself since he can't see the end of the mem test. Oh, that doesn't.
Speaking of mem test,
That's not happy.
Still not very happy, is it? This thing's
No.
got issues. I don't know. Does anybody in the chat know if Quadra 650s have a built-in internal memory? I thought they had a 4 meg internal block. It's very possessed because it's got a 68040 in it. It's definitely not a 2SI.
It does. All right, Google it because I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to phone out. Googling off camera, go. Quadra 650. Oops. 650.
Okay, so yes. Apparently there are two versions of the Centra 650, one with 4 megabytes soldered onto the logic board and an FPU, less Motorola CPU, and one with 8 megabytes of logic board memory, and a full Motorola 68040 processor. So, yeah.
Standard RAM. Like some models have 4 megabytes soldered to the motherboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Some have
4,
8.
as
Okay.
Stinkerton said in the chat, 4 or 8.
Nice. So if I take the memory out, it won't mind, hopefully.
Nope.
It'll also boot a lot faster because this thing's got 64 meg of memory in it.
What are you going to do with all that memory?
Run 8 copies of FileMaker Pro at once. Or alternatively, just open Claris works, because I seem to remember that used to eat memory like nobody's business.
You know what I realized?
What?
Working on having 2 desktop computers on beside me creates heat. And guess what? My remote from my AC unit is on the AC unit, and I can't reach it.
Well, I have an enormous floor fan sat behind me, blowing cold air into my work area, because the 12-core Xeon thing down here that does my streaming is belching hot air straight at me.
Mm-hmm. And now that I got both, it seems to be really warm.
Let's see what happens now.
Ta-da.
No.
Sad Mac.
Yeah.
But at least it didn't sad chime.
Yeah, but it failed. That's an F1 0Fs are usually memory problems. That's concerning because there's no RAM in it now.
So it's the onboard stuff.
Might be. I mean, it wouldn't be beyond the bounds of possibility. The board has some corrosion on it. Not a lot, but some.
Hey, Jiffix. I don't know. Hello. recommended your channel. Oh, well, hello, welcome. So I'm Trina of Trina's Techno Babble, over here doing mem test. I'm going to just make myself big for a sec. Ta-da! Mem testing the PC. We got the PC up and running. It turned out it was the reset button. Unplugged the reset button and it turned on. So everybody's like, mem test, because that's what I'm known for on this channel, as a running gag. And then joining me on my stream is Mark, who's been working on his Quadra 650, and we're trying to figure out what is going on with it, because it sad chimes periodically and then boots others. So we may have found out that
day.
Yeah,
It's having a bad hair day, much like me.
mem test is like, thanks. So yeah,
Hello.
I normally have people that join me on the stream. And hello, Derek. Wow, hello, Jean-Francois. So just to bring everybody now that has joined up to date, my PC, the other day I used it to test hard drives, and I went to go turn it on, and the fan spun for like a second or two and then stopped. And I thought, well, that's weird, but we were having a heat wave, and I'm like, I didn't have AC at the time. I got it that night. So I was like, I'm sitting at my computer typing and I'm sweating. So I'm like, I am not trying to work on this desktop. So it's now cooled down and I'll have AC. So I tried on the stream earlier, I tried connecting an external power supply with a known working power supply. So outside the case. And it still did the same thing. And then I'm like, I'm just going to disconnect the reset switch, because I've had that go belly up on another computer that I worked on for a client. And guess what? It turned on and it stays on. So, yay. So now just for fun, I'm doing mem test. Yeah, so generally what I do is on the stream, I work on computers, or sometimes resolder things like a power supply for old. What was that power? What was that for?
VAX station 3100.
There we go. The VAX station. Yeah, 3100 model 30.
40.
Thanks, Mark. Was it model 40?
No, Mike. I
Yeah.
can't actually remember. Okay, we've got back to the point where this thing will display a floppy disk with a question.
Okay, good.
I took the extra video memory out as well, and it still seems to be happy enough. So
Nice.
it might be bad video memory as well. So I'll test it without the video memory.
So yeah, so that's what I do. Sometimes I do spur of the moments. I get because I have my own business doing computer repair. So sometimes I get people coming in with funky issues that I just will be like, okay, I'll do like a stream in an hour, and I'll just work on it on the stream just because I can. But yeah, it's just normally let's test the computer. Let's see what's going on with it. Let's find out what the deal is with it, or the part. So, yep, been doing some soldering as well. I have a Image Writer 2 main board somewhere. I have no idea where the heck that went to. It's here somewhere. That I'm going to finish. I finally got the caps in the other day for that, so I'm going to finish recapping that. If I could find it. I seriously don't know where it is right now. I thought it was beside me, but anyway, it's here somewhere.
So
I moved it.
Sorry.
I moved it so I knew where it was.
Usual story.
Yeah.
I put it somewhere safe.
Oh, look at that! It's right beside me. I wasn't looking at the right side. So I'm gonna.
Trina jump scares herself by finding the thing that she was looking for.
All right. Let me go here. Settings. So I received an Image Writer 2 that's kind of borked. And we've determined that it's power, but Also, this board had been recapped, but the person just soldered the old caps onto the legs, or the new caps onto the legs of the old caps. So I've ordered all the proper caps for it, and I'm going to be doing a recapping. I don't think I'm going to do a stream because it shouldn't take me long. So
Famous
yeah,
last words.
so that's kind of what I do. Just mess around with computers and stuff. So
Okay, so this is weird. The blue SCSI is blinking like it's pulled the SCSI bus, but it won't find it.
hmm. And then I have people like Mark that come on and are trying to work on their 650 and trying to figure out why it won't boot from blue SCSI.
Because blue SCSI and this video is sponsored by Joe's Computer Museum at jcn-1.com, where you can go for all your vintage retro computer add-on boards.
Yeah, Starbuck Tech, when I said it shouldn't take me long to do the desoldering and putting in the new caps, he said that means it will take hours.
Oh yeah,
good possibility.
Okay.
There's a possibility. So that's roughly what I do on this channel. I just do tech work. I also sometimes will do a live stream where I point a camera at a monitor, and I will put Star Trek TOS sounds on in the background, and I'll just run mem tests just for fun, because it can get boring to watch. So yeah. And people like me to join the stream just to make comments. Yes. We also have CDI. Carther, you finally made it. But Carther, my good friend, I'm gonna. It's working.
Oh.
We got it working. It turned out it was just the. I connected loosely, just by sitting it outside the case, but running all the cables inside. I tested it with a known working power supply that I use for testing components like video cards and stuff. And it had the same problem, but I had another computer that had a problem with, oddly enough, the reset button. So I'm like, I'm going to try, I think it was Stinkerton said, hey, just do try with the like screwdriver with the power button. And I'm like, I'm going to try just disconnecting the reset switch. And that's all it was. It booted right up. So it's fixed. It's all good. Yeah, so we're just looking at Mark swearing and cursing at his Quadra 650. While I run, surprise, Carther, I know you're going to be surprised by this. I'm running mem test on the computer just for fun. But yeah, it's working. So yeah, just turned out it was the power button. But when it failed on Wednesday, it was reaching 34 Celsius here, where I am. I'm in Canada, hence why I'm not using fascist units. I mean freedom units. Wow, did I say fascist? I did.
American units.
Yeah. So yeah, and that night I got an air conditioner, and I was really lucky. So I ordered it online from a store just up the road, and they said, please wait for the email to say that it's ready for pickup. And they were closing in 15 minutes. So I'm like, I'm not going to get this email tonight. My cats are all sprawled on the floor, like melting. Just like the ice cream they wouldn't touch. I bought some vanilla ice cream and gave it to my cats. They didn't want anything to do with it. So weird cats. Anyway, so I ran up, and the guy's like, oh, you're supposed to wait for the email. I'm like, listen, I'm melting. My cats are melting. I want to get this tonight. So he had the cashier check, and she's like, it just came in. I'm like, sweet. Because it showed they had 3 in stock. So I'm like, I'm just going to run up now and pick it up. But stupid me, I didn't take my cart to bring it home. and they weigh a lot. So, but I lucked in. So on my way back, I wasn't that far from the store's not that far. It's like a 2-minute walk. So it's not like it's, you know. So I'm like, okay, lift it up, carry it a little bit, sit it down, do that, rinse and repeat. And then, like a little bit down the road, somebody came beside me and he's like, do you want a hand? And I'm like, sure. And he grabbed one side, I grabbed the other, and we walked it home. So, yay, there are nice people in the world. Just let you know. And then I gave him some money because, yeah.
You're also a polite and very nice Canadian.
Yes. We're all very polite and nice Canadians here.
Yeah. Okay. So I am confused, but that's nothing new.
All right, so I see the blue scuzzy blinkety blink, and it just went solid.
See the little blue LEDs blinking?
Yeah.
Nothing's happening. That's the frustrating thing, though, is it did boot once.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've taken the hard drive out, it ain't booting anymore.
Did you put that jumper back on?
I've moved the termination jumper around to on and off, and it doesn't make any difference.
Okay, because the time that you had it booting, I think it was off or something.
Yeah, it was off because it was in the middle between the hard drive and the logic board.
Right.
So now it should be on, which it is, and it doesn't make any difference. And I've got external power to it, so it's not that. I don't understand. What is wrong?
I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
It's above mine too, that's what the problem is. I'll try on the external one. It's the odds, but you can't see that. You can't see the external one, it's down here.
How do I find Mark's channel? Mark, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, it's called Millennium Max. I don't have any content up yet, but I'm getting there. Oh wow, that crashed the whole computer. Oh, cool. I admit defeat.
Yeah, that's a question as well. Coop Zone Derek is asking right SCSI ID.
That's a good point. It's on ID 1 because it was put on ID 1 to avoid clashing with the hard drive.
Okay.
The SCSI devices on this are on 1, 3, and 6.
Sorry, CDI, I didn't see your comment. CDI is like, that's what I said 10 minutes ago. Sorry.
I could try doing a PRAM reset because it might be confused. Let's try.
Yeah, give it a shot, sure.
I mean, it's the go-to thing when you've got a Mac, is if it's confused, just reset the PRAM.
Yep.
It doesn't have a PRAM battery in it either, which sometimes makes older Macs.
These don't need a PRAM, though.
They don't, but I've known older Macs get a bit confused when they haven't got a PRAM battery, and if you keep powering them on and off all the time.
Yeah. I know mine doesn't have it, and it boots fine, so.
Yep. But if you keep changing the parameters and moving the hard drive IDs around and turning the machine on and off constantly, it's probably... Okay. Apparently that doesn't work.
You need to press and hold Command Option PR, and then turn the machine on.
Like that.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to do it 4 times.
Fair enough.
There we go.
Do it up. I would have invited you on today, CDI, but I figured you would be busy working at this time of day. I can send you an invite. I don't mind. But I didn't know if you were tied up with work. I figured you would be tied up with work, so. Well, and I thought you were working Starbucks. Jeez Louise. Everybody's coming at me. You send me an invite link. All right. Yeah, I am working. Just being okay. All right. Good
Ooh.
enough. I'm gonna send
Okay. Action, proactive stuff. I need to find a boot drive image. That's actually. Oh my god! I just hit the lever of my chair. Oh no! Oh god! Whoops!
Okay, good to know, Starbucks Tech. By the way, check your Discord. Jeez Louise. Men.
I just bent the internal frame of my quadricep. It's fine. It bent back.
You're
And
not
my
supposed
chair
to
just
bend
collapsed
things.
at the same time. Right. Bluescuzzy.com.
Wait, trying to find an image?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. They used to this glow up that they've done on this website that Ron was really excited about. It's great, but they used to have a link on the front page that says, "I've just received one. What do I do with it?" And now they haven't got one, and I don't know where to go.
You know what? By the way, I'm gonna make a promotion. Tinkerdifferent.com,
Oh
which
yeah,
also has a Tinker Different Discord. They have both the forum and the Discord.
approved.
So yeah, so I would say give that a shot. Ooh, CDI is gonna have a spa day. Well, look at you,
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
right? But yeah, I would go to either tinkerdifferent.com, which is the website for it, and or
I've been in the Discord
the
for
Discord.
many years. By which I mean about 5.
What's that? Sorry.
I've been in the Tinker Different Discord for about 5 years.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Probably almost as long as it's existed, in fact.
Yeah, there should be. Let me go to because I'm also on it as well. Although the only reason I go for it is self promotion.
CD install.
I'm just trying to see if there's a. Should really check this out more often. Oh, that was Eric's edge. Okay. There's a vintage Apple Mac chat that you can, I would say, post it under there. Hey, you!
It's me.
It is you. There you go. Francois just posted the link to the Tinker Different. So for those who are unaware, if you're working on vintage computer stuff and even some newer stuff, it's a great forum to go and be like Mark and go, I don't know what I'm doing. This is above my pay grade.
Help!
Help!
Wait.
Help me!
He gets paid for
Computer
that?
hard. All right, I think I'm going to end the stream on that note.
Oh, I joined you in the stream. I see how it is.
Well, I was honestly thinking about it when I'm like, okay, well, he's going to go to the forum.
Your MIM test haven't even finished yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to let it sit there and do its thing. All right, let's make everybody the same size.
Yay to day drinking.
There you go.
Cheers. Glass of water.
Yeah, I have my G0, which is
AKA,
not even that, it's water.
AKA vodka.
So yeah, I'm gonna say thanks everybody for joining. So just to recap, what the problem was, it was the reset button.
Well, the problem was
That was wrong
it was
with
a PC.
Yeah. The PC is a lot easier to test hard drives on because it works with my Ultimate Boot CD. So, but yeah, it was just the reset button of all things that went belly up. So yay.
Well, at least you made it an hour. Just a little bit over an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you were going for 8 hours today, but you know.
No. No.
I mean, what else you gonna do?
Um,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to test some hard drives actually.
Well, you got to stream. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's
Get the-
okay.
Get those watch
That's okay.
hours.
I might do a hard drive test like I do with a mem test and just like point camera at screen and go,
That is not a stream.
that is a stream. And by the
That-
way, that stream has 1.7K views on it. It's
Oh.
my best performing live stream. The last mem test.
So in
I
other words,
did,
people would rather see a stream with no Trina than a stream with a Trina.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Also, what Francois said, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. If you're new here,
Yeah, no, it's more like, subscribe, then run.
then run. Yeah. I don't stream. Now, last week I streamed like 3 or 4 times for the week. It's periodic when I want to stream or when I have something to stream. So.
And then when she does have stuff to stream, she doesn't want to stream it.
Listen, you shut up.
And this is why she
And now you
doesn't
wonder why
invite me
you don't
anymore.
want the invite link. But yeah, thank you, everybody. Check out trinastech.com. It has links to all my online presence, including my coffee account. If you can afford it, it would be greatly appreciated to help keep the channel going. Make a donation. Buy me a coffee. But yeah, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and we might have an update with. I might do a Mark stream once Mark figures out the Blue Scuzzy stuff, so he can talk about that. Because I don't always. Sometimes I do streams where I just invite people to talk about your project. So.
Oh, in other
I'm
words,
not-
like a Days Vintage Apple